Peace, light, and love to you, and welcome to the Braveheart Healing Channel. I am the lovely Kiana Nicole. If you're new to the channel, definitely go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps me out a great deal. Well, y'all, I wanted to come forth here to redo a previous video that I've already done, and I'm going to go ahead and link that in the description box below. I'm going to be talking about the 5 top items to have on hand in case of a nuclear fallout. Individuals know who are awakened and who are in the process of awakening understand and know that it is wartime. Whether the U.S. or the establishment wants to come out and declare it as a war, it is indeed a war that is happening and is going on constantly, nonstop across the so-called Middle East. And I'm going to go over top 5 items to have on hand in case of a nuclear fallout. And I am putting this out again because it was placed on my heart that it will go nuclear. Okay. If it has not gone nuclear already. Okay. So I want individuals to not take this lightly and to definitely go out and cop these items because it's very important that you do have them or be in the process of obtaining them. The first item that I'm going to go over is water and food. Get yourself at least 2 to 3 weeks supply or more of food just to have on hand. Prioritize canned items, items that are filled with protein and electrolytes and things like that, your Pedialyte, things like that. Definitely make sure that you have that on hand. And have things like, your non-perishable food items, your rice, your vegetables, canned vegetables, things like that. You want to make sure that you have things that don't require refrigeration because there will not be power at that particular time. Number 2, the second item to have on hand is a solar crank hand radio. The reason why I say solar is because if it goes nuclear, which it will, the power won't work and you'll eventually, they set off an EMP, all the batteries die. All the batteries fail at that point and it's null and void. So definitely go ahead and go out and get yourself a solar hand crank radio. They have them on sale at different sporting goods stores, Walmart, Harbor Freight, things like that. They have these solar hand crank radios there. Number 3, make sure that you invest and get you some duct tape and plastic sheeting to cover the windows of your house and any cracks that you may have, to seal your doors, your windows, your vents, and things like that. You want to create a pressurized, airtight living situation, shelter for the fallout. You can't be out in the fallout. So this is very important that you have the duct tape and plastic sheeting. Number 4, personal protection and decontamination kits. So get yourself a couple of COVID masks or the N95 mask will work. Get yourself raincoats or Tyvek suits, and definitely make sure that you get soap sanitizing wipes to remove radioactive dust from your body. If you are able to invest in a gas mask or any type of mask like that, that would be ideal, but I understand some people aren't able to, get those right now. So definitely make sure that you've got masks covering your face and things like that just to have on hand. Number 5, potassium iodine pills. These pills you can find on Amazon. You can find them in Walmart. You can find them in different vitamin shops and things like that. This is very important because the pills help block radioactive iodine from being absorbed by your thyroid gland, and that will reduce the risk of you developing thyroid cancer. So those are the 5 items. I'm going to go off, not necessarily off the cliff, but to also put a couple of other things and items in here off of this list so that you just have some stuff, set aside. You know that you need a first aid kit. Make sure that you have a copy of a hard map. And also make sure that you've got flashlights, candles, and other crucial items that you personally feel that you may need in a time for such as this, and just to have on hand. I always have been an advocate for letting individuals know to stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. This is something that, it's in the Middle East right now, but it will be coming to our shores sooner than later. And this is not to inspire panic or instill fear. This is about being proactive and resourceful with what we have and to go out and cop a couple of things that we need so that we've got them on hand and that we, are being good stewards and making sure that we're not sitting ducks and that we're being proactive about the situation to get some of these items because no one's really coming out to talk about the importance of this. We have no war declaration, nothing coming across the news, nothing on FEMA and people as far as how people can prepare for what is to come because confusion is a part of the illusion. The confusion is there as a tool, as a form of manipulation. And again, I mentioned before, these parasites and powers that be feed off of your fear. And I will go ahead and put the video in my description about the different soups that you can prepare that help with radiation. I went over this Japanese gentleman who went over things that individuals can do to prepare as well as to eat during radioactive fallout, nuclear, things like that to help people survive and to live. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, please subscribe, and share. Peace.